Hi guys, currently I'm walking around my university, but the weather is not that nice. Unfortunately, it's very cold and there was hail this morning. And this is the main building, and it has a super nice view, and it has the Calvin Grove Art Museum.
Oh, I see it in your eyes. I recognize the desire. All that I wish I had, yeah, that I tried to measure, yeah. Spark turn to fire, but we both been burned before. Oh, yeah.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aida. I'm a fourth year medical student at Glasgow University, and now I'm in my house doing this introduction, and I'm challenging myself to give a pep talk. Alright, guys, this is gonna get serious. I'm gonna talk about like 5 minutes about how important education is to me. So when I was a kid, I was at Sekolah Rendah Tentara Laut, and I've always been in government school since I was a kid. So back in Tentara Laut, when I was in year 1 up until year 3, I've never got any recognition from my teachers or any awards or anything, except for award for the kid who read a lot of book from the library or borrowed lots of book from the library. That's all basically. I've never been got any top 3 or anything. I'm just like a top 10 students in my class. And then after that, I went into year 3, and then in year 3, I managed to get top 3 eventually. I'm not sure how I got it, but I just got it. And then that's how I realized that I have the power to change my own life. I have the power to flip my life as a student. So I took pride for getting this top 3 position, and then I strive to be in the top 3 onwards because I know I finally can do it. My mom and also my dad were also surprised about that because they have never seen me to got any top 3 recognitions in class or whatnot. And after that, I just like strive to be the best student in the class. Yeah, that's basically it. And then when I was in year 6, which is during the PSR, my mom promised to get me a laptop, and hence why I worked my best. Eventually, I didn't get straight A's for my PSR, but I still get my laptop because my sister Nadia got it. So yeah. And moving on to high school, I was in Sarasa School, high school, and I was playing a lot because this is like a big transition from a sekolah rendah to sekolah menengah. And in year 7, I was literally like I don't study at all, and I literally felt all of my tests and also my assignments, and then even my project, I just asked someone to do it for me. But eventually, when the exams came, I had the similar like a pep talk with my brother and also my sister. They were saying like what I'm gonna do with my life if I'm gonna keep doing this. And however, I know that how young I was back then, I didn't know how important it was to study in high school. I thought high school is just gonna be me playing, and eventually I'll graduate it and go to a university. That's how easy my mindset was back then. And after that, yeah, and I was crying a lot because my family was like pushing me to study, and they know like I have a sister-in-law who is also in the same school, and she knew that I didn't pass my test, especially for maths. And then we were living in the same house back then, so I took the chance to eventually took this book and then try to learn the maths within 1 month before the exam, before the final exam, which determines if I'm gonna go to year 9 or I'm gonna jump into year 10. So that's like SPE basically, right? So luckily I have a maths teacher at home, and within 1 month I master all of the syllabus for maths. I was doing really good in maths only within 1 month for not studying the whole year. And I was not proud of that because it caused me a lot of stress. While I know I can change my life, like if I just do it constantly within the whole year. But on a side note, I might not be having a lot of fun, and that's a bonus that I get to have a lot of fun. But by the end of it, I just like study on my study seriously, right? And then after that, obviously I did my SPE, and then I got express class, and then I go express to year 10. And year 10, my mom decided to change me to another school because the school in Sarasa didn't have that class specific for kids who have express grades. And then I moved to another school in Mentiri, and in Mentiri I met lots of nice good friends. They were so supportive. I love them a lot, and I always miss them from time to time. Yeah, and the environment is so conducive for me to study in Mentiri, and hence why most of us in the class also managed to get good grades. And also, yeah, that's basically about it. And then I went to sixth form in Maragang, and from sixth form in Maragang I met Martin, and I didn't know what Martin wants to do back then. And then however, I asked him, and I actually don't know what I'm gonna do, but I asked him instead, and then he said like confidently he wants to be a doctor, and that's what he wants. Yeah, that's what he wants. Since he went into Maragang, he knows what he wants already. But meanwhile, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and hence why I took physics, biochemistry, and also maths, because I was thinking like if I took these 4 subjects, I could maybe go to lots of branches in the working field. Yeah, so now here I am. So the thing what I'm gonna say now is that I'm past 6 minutes. So I have read the Wawasan 2035 from NG Ang, from her Instagram. Shout out to NG Ang. And I see that how they are also emphasizing the importance of lifelong learning. And I know that education have different forms of learning. For example, my field is obviously academic, and eventually it's going to be into a healthcare or medical field. And guys, if you're in government school or if you are still learning now, you have the power in you to change your life, especially when you still have your parents or your family members who back you up whenever you have any problems. I know that some people also have their own problems. They don't have the support, or they don't have the conducive environment like I had back in school days. However, I'm not trying to like push you guys to to pressure you, but I'm just saying that we have the power in us to change our life. And also, if I know that my siblings didn't even like go abroad to study, but some of them only managed to go into some of them managed to get a degree, which is good. But yeah, that's what I want to say. Like, you have the power to change your life, and this is the time. And Wawasan 2035 is less than 14 years, and I also want to do my part, and so do you. And let's do this together. Let's not be pressured by all of this Wawasan 2035, but in the meantime, you have to explore what you love to do. For example, like what I love to do is I love education, I love academic, I love to study. I also love to serve for the community. I love to like provide, like for example, this pep talk. And also I love to help people. For example, my society members, where I'm currently the president. I love to help them. I love how to see the results or the outcome of me helping. Yeah. And also, by also by giving back, I feel satisfied that I'm providing a value in the community or in something else, and I feel like that's the purpose of me living eventually. So that's where I see my happiness lies in. And when I was back in high school, there are lots of people who said, berapa pa kau belajar saja ni, macam dalam bilik saja. But I know where I am going. I was an adult who have the mindset in a child body. Well, that sounds a bit weird, but however, I know what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna go. I shut down all the voices around me, like those people who just like want to erode what you're gonna do. They don't know you. Let's talk it like that. They don't know you. Okay, they don't know what you want. They don't know your struggle mentally, physically, and they don't know what your goals are. And they think they know you. That's why they say it like that. Okay, so I just want to tell you, no one knows you better than you are, and you have the power to change your life. Don't waste it anymore, and please don't wait for the right time. Just do it. Like, you're not gonna be like prepared 100% all the time. You're just gonna do it anyway. You're just gonna do it. Okay, so just do it, guys. Like, for me, failing is the scariest thing in my life. However, if you're just gonna do it, and if you fail, you come back up, you're still young. You're still young, okay? So if you fail, you come back up, you bounce back, and you do it again and try something else. If you still fail and you think that this is not your thing, why don't you just like find something else that you like? Okay, find something else that you like and do that. Focus on that, and don't try to juggle lots of things at one time. Just like stop multitasking. I'm not saying like stop multitasking at all. Just like do one step at a time. Okay, do one step at a time. And that was the power of what I did when I was in high school. Or I only think that if I focus on my study so much, this is the only thing that I'm gonna do in my future. And I know where I'm gonna go. I know where I'm gonna go. So I just focus on that too much until I get it. And now, since I already got what I want, I can do many things at one time because I'm enjoying what I've been doing now. I don't like having exams back in the days, but now I get to do what I like. Now I can do lots of things with it. You get what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to deliver. So bersusah-susah dahulu, men bersenang-senang kemudian, and that's what it means. Okay, you have to get to a place where you really love what you do, and then after that you can branch out to many things. Alright, that's all for now. Bye. See you guys. Today I've been busy with some of workshops that I've applied or registered, and this one is about women in leadership, and it's conducted by WeDo, and it's known as Women Leadership Summit Beyond Boundaries. To be honest, about the topic about gender equality and also women in leadership, I've never really educated myself about it before. But since the past few weeks or the past few days, there have been lots of hatreds towards women who are in leadership role, and towards women who brought up the topic about getting more leadership position for women back in Brunei. And it's very concerning to me about this issue. I thought there are lots of people who accept this fact that there are more women getting this leadership position or getting a role that is usually immersed or concentrated by male workers, but now there are lots of female out there, and it's very concerning because I read all of the comments and there are just so much hatreds that I am so concerned about. Like, it's literally turning me to speechless, and I was so enraged, and hence why I just look up online anything that I can join or anything that can educate me about women in leadership. And truthfully saying, I don't really have much idea about this going on in Brunei, and just to see this happening, it's just give me the power and just give me the push to commit or to educate myself about this particular topic. And it's very important as a female myself, and just looking through the comments about women who yang literally blindside and then terus cakap oh dunia akhir zaman or like kiamat tah ni pasal semua terbini-bini, and this topic is not important. Kenapa takkan bawa this topic into consideration? Banyak lagi topik lain yang important. You know what? Gender equality creates peace, and these people who talk like that, this is not peaceful at all, and hence why we need to treat women equally in any kind of positions, in any kind of situations, and not only in leadership position. So I really emphasize that, and I really want to educate myself about this. Okay, so whoever out there are still thinking what they're gonna do, I think it's best if you start by educating yourself, maybe through books or online workshops or anything. That's just anything that can fit your thoughts. Okay, so this is really a concerning issue, and we're like 14 years away from Wawasan 2035, and this is still an issue in Brunei, and that is super concerning. Alright, that's all from me. I'm gonna head to take my coffee, and also I'm gonna make my breakfast, and I still have about 20 minutes to go for the event, and it will be starting at 1. It's just gonna be an online event, and I'm just gonna sit here and also fit my thoughts and also learn and educate. And this is the time for change, and this is an important moment of the century, of the year, to educate yourself, especially for me who is under like a lockdown and the pandemic. I can't go anywhere. This is the only time that I can grasp all of this, all of these things. All right, I'm sorry if I start up my YouTube with this kind of introduction, but I really want to emphasize this in this YouTube channel before I even cut it out, just because I feel like it's a very controversial topic, or it's a very hard conversation to have. But this is the year, this is the time when we need to grasp all the hard conversation and start talking about it. Right, so that is 4.5 minutes talking about women in leadership position and gender equality. And this is not only about feminism, this is about me, my future generation, and all of you guys. And this is about peace, okay? From my Instagram, I have told you about Daring Greatly, and this is very highly recommended. And there are lots of people who have read this and give it about 4.5 out of 5. It's very good, and I almost ran out of yellow highlighters just because I need to take note all of the important stuffs inside it. And I am so interested and also so excited to read this too. And after that, I'm gonna start on reading this new one. And this is, I believe it's related to mindfulness. And let's check it out. I'm sorry that you don't get to see my face because, nice, sorry. So this is The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk, if I pronounce it the correct way. Before that, I also need to set up my computer because I have another workshop at 7 p.m. which is about, what is it about? I forgot. I sign up to lots of workshop this week, so sometimes I forgot what it's called. And this one is called as Even Bright, Dealing with Difficult Behavior. It starts at 7 for an hour.
It's hurtful, feels like us. We don't know who we trust, not even the ones we love, cause they don't know. Stuck here in these waters, so sick to my stomach. Is anybody there? Red lights in the darkness. Everyone's so heartless. Does anybody care? It's so hard to explain with your heart in the cage. Only whisper, but you wanna shout. Cause the shock can you wait? Too much pressure to take. Every part of you wants to cry out. It's hard for girls like us. We don't know who we trust. Not even the ones we love. Cause they don't know. Try to know this pain. Cause we don't wanna get hurt again. Left alone out in the rain. They don't know. Mirror, mirror in the wall, I don't see beautiful staring back at me. Watching my heart bleed out. Trying not to freak out. It's hard for.
So usually if I attended some kind of workshop, I use OneNote and I make a document under seminars, and I will have different type of markers here. For example, this is for self-development, and another one is related to medicine. So for medicine, such as FY1 applications, I just want to know more about it. So I just make another section on that one. And under self-development, I have attended quite a few. And I just, if there are any kind of presentation, I just screenshot. Hi everyone. Right now, I'm just waiting for my society members to attend the meeting. I'm actually a little bit late and I've just sent the link just now. And now I'm just running through the meeting agenda, which I always did for my meeting, so we don't waste any time or any topics that are not relevant for the meeting, and especially when some of them are still in Brunei, so the time differences are quite difficult, and therefore I just choose a time which is giving them the priority to choose which time for the meeting they want to do. So right now I'm just running through for the meeting agenda.
Even though the day is gone, I'm glad I'm breathing. Rocking in the night, so happy I can see. Gonna feel upon the love that I'm receiving.
Alright guys, I'm gonna fold my laundry. I have lots of laundry.
The world by this evening, it's knocking at your door. The love you waited for, it's knocking at your door. With both hands, because I'm living, taken by the times. I'm living, loving like a lie. Because I'm living, taken by the times. Living, because I'm living like a lie.
Alright everyone, so I've just done my laundry and now I'm just gonna read my book. So I'm currently reading Brené Brown, The Gifts of Imperfection. I've just started reading it last night, so I don't really have any idea what it's gonna be about.
We both stress tonight, take some time tonight. Gotta get it right, baby, before we lose it. Take a plane tonight, get away tonight. Take you to the moon and show you what I'm doing. Think about life in the moment, living my life right now. I be like, shit's too important, no you can't bring me down. Stop trying hard to please him, you could just be yourself. Right now you're someone else, right now I'm riding through the city with my windows down.